Ferguson and Brown versus the Board of Education next.
Okay, and next they're going to say girls should not go to school anymore. Next should be girls should not wear pants anymore. Next should be we don't want to see your dick. Hello friends, this is a special video today. Welcome to my channel. This is so special for me because guess who decided to join us today? Not just by passing by, the upper of USA. Hey, how you doing? What we have here? German food. Hey, we went to our Heimatland, Deutschland. Hey, Genesis.
So,
show them what we have.
A sampler of different Bavarian treats.
Bavarian.
We got, of course,
pretzel. Show them pretzel.
got a
pretzel. Yeah.
Okay. We got sausage. We've got
Wurst.
some gherkin.
Gherkin.
We got some sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
And we have some, I think we might have some blood sausage here too. And we of course have Käse.
Käse.
Alright.
Let me have it. I have, what do I have?
We have
Some sauerkraut, different colors.
Spätzle.
I have spetzels.
We have Spätzle.
Which is noodle actually.
Yeah.
Covering it.
Because we're letting the steam get out. Yes, we're letting the steam get out.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you and bless you for this day. We thank you for bringing us together in this moment. We're grateful for your hand upon our lives. We're grateful for the way that you show up and show up for us. We're grateful for every single step you allow us to take and every single move you allow us to make. We thank you for your continued presence and your love that continues to guide us and gird us up. We're grateful that we're able to share this moment with each other where we enjoy this food. And we thank you that as we eat this food, we are replenished, we are strengthened, and we are made whole. By your grace, by your strength, we pray in Jesus' name.
Amen. Mancha. For those of you that don't know, Mensa is our like cafeteria versus social place, and also that's where your daycare was.
It was.
In the Mensa. And that's what Aunt Matilda's office was too. Student affairs.
She was the queen of campus.
She was our queen, your auntie, right? She was the queen of campus. Aunt Matilda. Ooh, Frau Friedrich.
Frau Friedrich should be nasty.
Oh my God.
Told you. Authentic.
Authentic German food, man.
That's why they didn't have no pictures on
authentic German food. No This is Mensa food, I remember, man. And the meat is fork ready. Like you use the fork and tear the meat apart.
As it should be.
Damn.
Long and slow.
Look, slow cook. Oh, God. I'm about to scream. Chase neighbors down. I'll get myself in trouble here now.
Please.
In the middle of DC where people are bougie.
Please.
They're bougie like that. People are bougie like you. I'm coming from Kokoroko, Montgomery Village. I'm coming here checking out my mouth. What's the name of the restaurant we bought it from?
This is
Guys, you have to try and visit this restaurant for real, man. I don't even miss the pepper. That's how good it is. I mean, you can put Tabasco on.
Prost.
Prost. Sorry.
Prost zum Prost.
So the restaurant's name is Prost.
Prost.
Wow. I know that's Senf. That's Senf, which means here mustard. That's what we call Senf in Germany. Senf, that's mustard.
Proper mustard.
Senf.
Not that weak mess, y'all.
Not nonsense mustard you buy in.
I'm sorry, you might have to bleep out the store names in case.
Oh, sorry, bleep out the store names. Excuse me, I'm eating and talking at the same time, so I'm choking on my own self. So listen, something has been in the news recently. We'll be talking on some controversial topics that are very hot in the news these days. Feel free to skip and use your discretion at this point. Thank you very much. The overturn, how do you say the overturn of Roe V. Wade? Roe V. Wade. What does that mean? For those of my brothers and sisters who are new.
For those that are abroad and all.
What does it mean?
Well, Roe v. Wade was a court decision that legalized abortion in the United States. It also privatized medical information. It privatized personal access. It did a lot of things. It basically set a precedent for all of the privacy.
That means it actually protects people.
Exactly. It's very important.
It's very important.
It was a very, very, very important decision.
So what happened recently now?
Well, as a result of those of you deciding that you needed to have a president that you can share a beer with.
Go golfing with.
As if that's important in any kind of way. As a result of that, he was in a position of power to institute several Supreme Court justices, all of whom were extremely conservative, anti-woman, anti-LGBTQ, anti-black people, anti-woman, anti-everybody.
Womb man. You know, woman means a man with a womb, right? A human being that has a womb in it. That's actually the meaning of woman. Do everything you can to avoid an abortion. For a woman, all your men, close your ears. Let me talk to my fellow women. Abortion is not an easy thing to get over. Once you have done it, it stays in your soul for the rest of your lives. So this is a personal decision you have to make and be clear between you and your God. One. Number two, one thing I've known, being a Christian all my life, born into Catholic church, grew up a Catholic, baptized, confirmed. I was one of the leaders of Legion of Mary, UNN, my university. That's how far.
Super Catholic.
Super Catholic. I was in charismatic, Catholic charismatic. It cannot be more Catholic than that. Up to we came here, yeah? Up to 2001 or so.
Yep.
When I was still in charismatic.
Aggressive.
Until that incident there. Let me not go in there. So, what am I trying to say is that God does not make our decisions for us. You all cannot be holier than God. You cannot take away people. You cannot make people stop sinning. If not, God would have made sure that Adam and Eve did not eat the apple. He gives us the choice. That is how you know that you really love God. When you can actually make your own choice. Nobody should take your choice away from you. That's, as far as I'm concerned, in as much as I'll be the first to say it's not an easy decision to make. And if you make that decision carelessly, I start wondering about what's going on with your mental health. Because it is a serious decision for any woman before you go there. And another thing I have to tell you guys, being in all girls secondary school, and I've seen it all, most of, by class 3, in those days, you know, it's class, those days used to be 5. By class 3, most of I would say 60% of my classmates were already pregnant. Yeah. 60%, that means girls between 11 and 14 years old had been pregnant once. So if you guys think I'm joking, go home, ask your mamas and your aunties, let them be honest with you. If they are honest, they have all been pregnant during their secondary school years. I was actually a late bloomer, you know. I started when I was almost graduating from university. That I would tell you, I would be honest with you, some of my classmates are watching right now, they used to make fun of me. Oh, you remember when we were in Togo, I told you about that my professor lost somebody. Yeah. When we went for a year abroad, he used to call me and Mademoiselle Goldie, entraînez-vous, entraînez-vous, and everybody used to make fun of me because I was still a virgin.
Entraînez-vous.
Entraînez-vous. What does it mean?
Step into the nonsense.
Yeah, they were like,
you're
how can you
long.
be this
You're
age?
Too long.
You are 20 years old or something like that.
And walk through the
Teach yourself how to have sex. And I was still a virgin. I was made mockery of. So I work right now. I've been working in childcare for over 15 years. I have associate degree in early childhood education. I'm an ordained youth minister. So I've seen it. Most of these parents don't have support, especially single parents. They have no support system.
That's a lot. Like people I'm close to say straight up, all the support that's promised when they're pregnant, it disappears as soon as the baby's here.
Are you gonna open more daycare? Are you gonna make an academy where you can train parents? Because some parents don't know anything about child rearing.
No.
Or you're going to just let children grow like grass and then incarcerate them at the age of 16. All of them are in jail. Or get the police to go and kill them. Isn't that wonderful? How you do all you can to protect our precious fetus in the mother's womb and release the wild dogs and release armed officers and release armed people to delete our young babies, our boys, our men, our girls, while at school, while at church worshiping, while in the supermarket, while in their homes sleeping at night. And you justify it and call it mental health illness. Choose a side. Choose a side. That's all I'm saying. German food.
It's different.
Oh, please.
It's different.
Guys, look at the meat they gave me. I finished one of them. German food. And it's very, very satisfying. Like you eat it, you don't feel like eating any burgers or any. You're good. Like, you're good. Good. So, my own case being, when I was pregnant with you, I don't know if I've told you this story. Everybody love him now and everything. But I'm telling you, I was alone. Yeah. Nobody was there except Aunty Matilda, Frau Friedrich. She was the only person. I came to marry, they just sat and they were just shaking their heads. Oh, what a waste. Such a beautiful girl. This is what you have done with your life. And one of them basically said, I remember asking you out. I remember telling you, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah. I remember asking you out. I remember telling you to go out with me. And what did you turned your back on me to go out with that old man. Look at what has happened to you. They basically came to our apartment while I was miserable, while I felt already abandoned, to gloat over me.
That's deep.
I had nobody. I was like, where is the support system you guys are going to create? That's my thing for women in this situation. Because most of the time, these women take this co-worker in Bank of America at that time. This lady was from Ghana. We're working together. Some of you are working Bank of America. You might have remembered her. But don't worry, it's not about specifics. And she was married and got separated. She already had a child with her husband. They separated and she came over to Maryland to stay with one of her cousins. 3 months later, Madame is pregnant and found out that it's for her first cousin. And she's still married. Okay, my African food, you know what that means. So she called me aside at work and said, my sister, I'm in trouble. I'm like, what's going on? She told me what happened. I said, okay, we'll talk after work. Invited her to my house. She was crying. She was in panic. Anything. The pregnancy is going. And because of I've been there myself. What type of advice, how did I help her? I said, let's make a deal. I said, you go ahead. You go ahead and have the baby. Stay in my house, I'll hide you. Have the baby, leave the baby with me. Okay? Leave the baby with me and then come, no questions asked. And I'll give you a baby whenever you're ready to have the baby back. Because I gave her that option, and not just that option, I was talking to this lady on the phone every day for about 4 hours every day for 6 months.
No, you see.
Who will take that time?
It's not possible.
4 hours every day because she was tomorrow when she come in, she's still panicking. It's like I'm gonna have to take rid of this baby.
The kind of society where there's space for this decision that was made, the kind of society that can sustain this kind of decision where we're not only disrupting personal choice, we're disrupting personal privacy, we're disrupting medical privacy, we're disrupting so many different important constitutional freedoms that we say we support, all with the undoing of one decision. In order to even potentially sustain yourself in a world like that, you have to do serious, intentional community building. And I'm sorry.
The same people who are supporting gun violence against people that don't look like them, don't sound like them, don't speak like them, if you know what I mean. the same conservative people are oh my goodness, the same conservative people are fighting to keep the fetuses alive, so that just let them grow until they are like 2 years old, so they're ripe enough for them to be deleted. Let them grow until they are 6 years old, so they'll be ripe enough to be deleted. Let them grow to be 14 years old, so they'll be ripe enough to be deleted without consequences on the people that deleted them. But a woman who is going through stress, a woman who is going through abandonment, who has been violated in any type of way you can imagine, a woman who is helpless, desperate, mentally unstable, as is medically proven that sometimes being pregnant actually can affect your hormone, right? I guess so, right? Who are the nurses here? Help me out here. But you cannot be protected. But somebody who goes in their house, brings out their gun, goes on the street and deletes somebody, just the only crime you committed is that you don't look like me. They defend them in court and pretend that they are mentally imbalanced, they are having mental problem, they had childhood problem, so let's not let them go to jail, let's cancel them. May God have mercy on us. Pretenders. May God have mercy on us. That's all I can say. Really, that's all I can say. Take the first stone. All of you that are condemning these women for making that decision, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying, any of you, how many of you wake up the morning till this night and have not done anything wrong in your life? How many of you? I'm just saying. I'm just, this is my channel. Go ahead. Okay, so I'm just saying. Go ahead. Show some kindness that you expect that when you're in that situation, somebody else will call you. Because that is why I was able to extend to many people. There are many children alive today because I was able to talk to their mother. Some of them are in the university. Some of them just gained admission. Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm-hmm.
But the other part of that is that you made a conscious decision that you were going to.
I supported the moms.
For moms.
I supported
who felt
them.
Like they had nothing or nobody with them.
Who felt like they have no option, that they must do this.
Yeah, now.
That I gave them the option.
Outside of that, because the people making these or overturning these decisions don't even know what the hell is going on, they've not only just taken away the ones they think are morally reprehensible, you've kiboshed an entire sect of medically necessary operations.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't understand what's going on.
You have to make up their situation. Their situation when the doctor is like, you are in danger.
Or you die.
Or this woman is going to die. They're going to. This is a necessary.
People will ask, well, what was happening before?
It's a sad. We're living a very, very sad time.
Yeah. Like you thought it was so cute. Like folks thought it was so cute when you had the when it was just
self-righteous.
It was esoteric self-righteousness. Mm-hmm. It was up in the air. It was a hypothetical. Mm-hmm. You could maybe
in this country. When I was in a very abusive relationship, and my then husband killed the baby right in my womb. I was bleeding to death. I didn't know what was wrong. And the police were able to take me over to Planned Parenthood because I was not documented. I didn't have any help. I didn't have health insurance. There was no Obamacare. So guys, there was a time where there's no Obamacare in this country. I promise you.
You're just vibing and surviving.
How do we even survive?
I don't know.
Nah. We
county medical offices.
We pursued our way through. So they took me to Planned Parenthood. I didn't even know what Planned Parenthood. I was brand new in this country. It was 2000, right? 2001. 2001, yeah. I went to a Planned Parenthood in Rockville. And that was where they discovered that I had lost the baby. And they cleaned me up. They gave me the right medication. They gave me the right treatment. I didn't pay a dime. At this stage, guys, I didn't go there to get abortion. At this stage, the baby was gone. I was bleeding to death. The whole bathroom full of blood. That's how Sean found out, right? The whole bathroom, everything was bloody. So they helped me and they hooked me up with a shelter that we were able to protect ourselves in for 6 months until we got our documentation. Planned Parenthood was able to hook us up with social services.
All these things that you don't think you're doing when you're standing outside of
there are resources.
these centers and you're being
great resources
you have no idea what a lot of these people are going. And you know
they don't just do abortion there, so get it off your head. They help people. Planned Parenthood is a great place. It saved my life. That I can vouch.
If you can name one.
I am an ordained minister of the gospel, and I tell you that Planned Parenthood saved my life in this country. If not, I will not be here to take care of this precious boy. How old were you then? You were like 8.
Yeah.
In second grade. Yeah. You were like 7, 8. This child would have been, he first of all, he doesn't know his biological father. So he would have been without father and without mother. If it was these days, these evil days that it happened, where everything is abolished, this child would have been without mother and without father. I wouldn't have been here to be Aunty Jenkins here on the Planned Parenthood actually saved my life. So I'm very passionate about this, what I'm saying. Don't just judge everything that, oh, it's for people who are reckless, who go and do anything, and they get pregnant, and they go and get abortion, and they get pregnant. And if that is what they are doing between them and God, if God still let them to be alive, because some of you will not let them to be alive, Abby. So kill them, then be dead. God said, let them live. Are you holier than God? I'm asking, are you holier than God? Maybe you are, I don't know. So in that case, we start worshiping you now. Somebody held my hand through my pregnancy and said, "Who's going to be there for you?" I was crying. I was desperate.
If you claim that you have such respect for the process of giving birth, if you claim you have such respect for the moment of being pregnant, if you claim you have such respect, I'm going to tell you right now, the ones that I've seen have the most respect to men.
You know,
I'm speaking to you now.
Our fellow
These
men.
things don't happen in one direction.
Yeah. Okay?
You're busy speaking in gra and you're talking about things. First of all, why are you even putting your mouth on anything that's related to something that you don't have a part in? Unless you are a birthing person, you should not be putting your mouth in this situation.
Thank you.
Unless you're a birthing person, you should not be putting your mouth on this situation. The only reason I'm talking now is to say how annoyed I am with all of you. Okay? I don't even like talking. Like, I'm genuinely annoyed with y'all.
Your fellow men, right?
That's what I'm talking to. I'm not talking to women. I'm not talking to birthing persons. I'm talking to those that don't have wombs. Yeah. If you don't have a womb and you're busy making these people's life miserable, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You were the one that decided to unzip your pants as well.
Okay now.
You're the one that decided not to use a condom. Or use it incorrectly. Or
you are the one that's laying with somebody who's not your wife.
Or sneaking it. Or doing whatever. Because let's stop lying to ourselves. Okay? Because if it's coming to a point that you're willing to do an outpatient procedure, then either somebody that you really want that close to is a traumatic situation, or something that you really don't want.
Or something you're not able to at that time.
So what part did you play in creating a situation where somebody felt so vulnerable and so...
to be in that situation.
If you feel there's a fault here, I'm not saying that there is. Alright? If you
ask
personally
yourself some
feel
questions.
that there's a fault, and you're busy on picket line and all that nonsense.
Ask yourself some questions.
What part did I play?
What part are you still playing? Even after this law has... Donald Trump, I know that it's not just your wife you're still sleeping with. Let me be honest there. Let me just be for real.
You clearly care about German culture. We've enjoyed our lives in Germany. We have very good memories about Germany. But a lot of you, I know, I've heard a lot of Americans ask themselves before, how in a country as educated as Germany, how will they be there that fascism happened and they were looking away? This is how it starts. Looking away. They're hurting your sister, you look away. They hurt your cousin, you look away. They hurt your grandma, you look away. They hurt your mommy, you look away. They hurt your little cousin. Until the day. Your little cousin that you hide during family reunion.
Until the day it's your turn.
The one that you send on random ice run because you don't like how he walks through the party. Right?
Until the day it's your turn. And that it will be too
late. That's it.
Shalom. Just